Let's dive into the film of Marist Liufau. First and foremost, there are a few things that we're going to take away that's good and bad, but we're going to look at the way he flows to the ball. He's a tacky guy. I like what he's doing and bringing to the table. Far as that, we need guys to come down and feel. And when you look at Marist, he's one of those guys that's not afraid to fit holes and get down in there and make those tackles there. And you see that explode. And then even though he didn't get that playoff right here, I like the fact that his initial wave was to come down and hit and feel. Come take onto your blocker, and absolutely this guy's supposed to shed and hit this hole here, but he missed, and that's 55. He just missed out on that block right there. But I'm quite sure when you get your starters in there, you will see that could be a play that could be executed better. Now, this is an off-ball play, but you can still see that he's pretty much in the float positions, keeping his eyes leveled and on top of that parallel to the quarterback there. So I like seeing that, by the way. And when you look at Liufau, he's a guy that's not afraid to play close to the LOS, take on his blocks, and still fight and get to that play right there. So if you see it from here, you see him, he's not afraid to engage. One of the things of a linebacker, you must be able to get to engage and also disengage, and you see that. And he's able to engage on the line there. Keep in mind, he got active feet. Remember, it's slow until you know. And on top of that, read, react, and explode. And you see him making a rally point to this particular side of the field. Those are things that you look for. He's keeping his eyes straight, keeping his feet moving. He don't stop his feet. Slow feet don't eat. And he comes to make the play right here. And one can argue that it's not even his responso, but he's always around. Look, close to the LOS here, being able to fit inside this gap right here and showing that, hey, either I'm coming or I'm backing out into the hook area. So that confusion there, right? He gets into the hook area, flies, and he just direct and go toward the ball. Now, granted, of course, this was a good play. Good bat down by 55, should have been an INT, but I do like the fact that these guys are cloud covering. They out and hook, they cover the sidelines, and I think that when you look back at everything, this defense is going to be one of those top tier defenses in the National Football League. Of course, you see Liufau here showing that, hey, I can still squeeze through this gap here, so you got to play. Responsibilities for that, right? Engages, keep hands active, and pushes back the pocket there. I do like that, even though I believe this was a big completed catch by one of the receivers here. But it's just one of those things, whereas if I'm going to give you something, you still got to fight for it. It's not like no one there. Someone is there, so it's still got to be a contested catch. But I do like the fact that my guy is getting inside and not afraid to fight and engage on someone that's clearly entirely almost twice his size. So I do like that when you see number 35, Liufau. Here's Liufau here in the middle, and watch, he's going to read, react, and explode, shoot through there, knife inside. This is probably by far one of the best plays we done seen since, I would go all the way back to Sean Lee. Yeah. Last time we saw a linebacker that was willing to shoot through gaps and make plays before they materialize, Shoot through the arm, fight through the hole here, and make the tackle here. That is what Liufau brings to the table. He's a missile out there. 35 is live with it, and I like what I'm seeing out of his skill set. Not afraid to fit down and also switch up things. I like to switch up here, keeping his eyes on the quarterback. In zone mode, now pursuit. Watch this. Hey, pursuit. That's all instincts right here. That's knowing the coverage too. He already is aware of who's in the backfield, and he forces this ill-advised pass by the quarterback because of his eyes, because of his instincts, because of his willingness to shoot down there, cut the quarterback off, and make him throw this ball away. Basically, he's not able to step inside of his throw. He's not even put any delivery on that ball there, and you get an incomplete. That is what good linebackers bring to the table, and that is what we're seeing out of him. Even off the ball, he's giving motivations, and I like seeing that, always cheering up folks and getting things going, getting washed out of the frame here. Hey, maybe he need to get a little bit stronger, right? but he's not afraid to engage right here and then fight back to the ball, right? Fight back to the ball. Play side, engages, he initiates the contact here. Now it's time to rip and disengage. Where the ball is at. 96 with the good tackle here, but he's fighting, he's going to the ball. I like seeing that. Always busy feet, you gonna eat. Slow feet, you don't eat. So he's there, he's always around in the mix, and hey, we just got to give this feistiness right here from my guy Andre Booth, man, coming down and feel. Yeah, he did that a lot that game. He may have, been targeted a lot. That was his first preseason game, first action, but you can clearly see that he is a guy that's not afraid to come down and hit you. And I do like aggressive corners in that particular way too. Here's Liufau right here. And watch, he's always going to direct and get things there. Pow! Get back on it, and just be a happy pursuit guy. Boom, help out, and I like seeing this all together, ladies and gentlemen. Being able to be around the ball, that's what we want to see. Cow, and on top of that, if he were to adjust a little bit over here in this area right here. Maybe he could have had a pick, if you think about it. He flowed this way. He was trying to get him to go here, if you can see there. But the problem was, the ball went to the right side. If he probably would have been a little bit closer here, maybe, just maybe, it may have been an INT. But that's a whole nother storyline. I like what he brings to the table. I like his mindset. On top of that, he's not even the starter here, It's Eric Kendricks, it's Overshawn, and it's Damone Clark. So you working him in as a rotational situation, which will be great for us to have someone who's not afraid to shoot and feel and hit and all of those good things. I like what I'm seeing. And then in a pinch, you think about it. Last year we didn't have true linebackers. Now we do. We have true linebackers on the field at any time and on top of that, at any moment. And when you look at everything, I like the way Zim got this team just kind of flying to the ball, being their individual selves. And the only thing that we can sit back and say, all right, can we improve at is edge rushing, But the pursuit of the ball is the first thing of stopping the run. Edge rushing to stop the quarterback to get the sack is secondary. And just to throw in this right here, I want to showcase, 94, he may improve about November, December. You may see a better play out of him. Look at number 94. Pay attention to that. He's being held. He getting the Michael Parsons treatment. And we talking about this team flying around before Michael Parsons get out here. When you think about that, if you like this team flying around now, think about the Blands. Think about the Trayvon Diggs. Think about Michael Parsons. You talking about bringing speed, more and more speed on the table. On top of that, let's not sleep on D-Law. So this team, by far, could be one of your top-tier defenses. I'm talking, based off of what I'm seeing now, top 5, maybe top 3, give or take. And I know we haven't played a real game yet, but how Mike Zim got these guys flying around, you're not seeing the same thing once, and you saw back-to-back INTs as it relates to preseason 1 and preseason 2. Even before we had all of this happening with the Cowboys, before, of course, Quinn and Zim, we were not getting INTs in preseason, ladies and gentlemen. We were not. So it's good. It's refreshing to know that we still got ball hawks out there, and we still got people who can rally, hit, and chase, and then we got bigger size inside. It's going to be good for us all together. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below of this particular team heading into the 2024 season. And let me know how you feel about Marist Liufau. And what should be his nickname, too. We still working on that. DC for life, not for short. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Salute.